about that. We were talking about how Malcolm X conferred Jewish stature on Tom. Well, I kind of had, I felt I had the same thing going on in my life, considering my background, upbringing, the people that I was closest to throughout my youth and throughout my early years. And so Tom and I used to love what we call Yiddish humor. I don't know if you know Yiddish humor. But it's basically Eastern European Jewish humor. And this was one of Tom's favorite jokes. And it's completely appropriate for this situation, oddly enough. I don't know how many times he'd tell it to me, but it would always crack me up. So hopefully, even if you've heard it a few hundred times, you'll still get a kick out of it. It concerns the congregation at a synagogue where a new young rabbi has been brought in to tend to the congregation, and he decides wisely that he'd better check in with the elders of the community. So the three alta kakas, that's Yiddish for elderly gentlemen, of the community, Morty, Saul, and Cy, right? They're called in to talk with him, and his concern is, you're the bedrock of this community, but you're all admittedly, you're getting up there, and I might be called upon as a young new rabbi who doesn't really know you guys that well to say something at a graveside service. And I want to touch base with you and make sure that what I say is fitting to what your wishes would be. So, Morty, what would you like to hear me say? And Morty says, well, everybody knows me as a great businessman. I've amassed a small fortune. But what people don't know is that with me, without making a big deal about it or shining a spotlight on it, I've always funded all of the critical charities in this community. So rather than being remembered simply as a very successful businessman, I would like you to say something about my generosity to the charities of the community. And the rabbi nods, that's really, really nice. And Saul, what about you? And Saul says, well, everyone's known me as a successful surgeon. I've spent my life, being esteemed in the medical community and really well regarded. But what people don't know is that for me, family always comes first. So if you're up there, if you're called upon to talk over my grave, then I would like this to be emphasized rather than my success as a surgeon. And the rabbi turns to Cy, the last one there, goes, Cy. So, if I'm there, standing over your grave, what are the words you'd like to hear coming out of my mouth? And Cy says, I'd like to hear you say, look, I think he moved. So, in that same light, Tom, I think you moved. Come on. So this one, if you don't sing along with this, I'm sorry. I'm going to be very, very, very disappointed. Oh, actually, I need a different key of harmonica. Stand by me for 1 moment. Oh, it's all right. I can still bend over, sort of. I tried to sort of achieve the look of Bob Dylan circa 1963, but as Lou reminded me, I should have started trying to lose weight about 1.5 years ago. If I was going to actually pull that one off.
5 years ago.
Thanks a lot. Okay, so I'm not even going to introduce the song. You're going to start singing immediately as soon as you hear the harmonica intro. Many roads must a man walk down before you can call must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? Well, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yeah, come on. Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head, pretending he just doesn't see? Well, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times can a man look up before he sees the sky? Yes, and how many years must one man have before he hears people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows too many people have died? Well, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Three cheers for Tom Kelly. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Yeah!
Excellent.
Tom loved whether he actually, some of there's people here who never actually met him, but know that he loved you too. All right? All right. God bless Tom Kelly. And damn, it'll be a long time before we see the likes of him again.
Questions now, y'all.